So it was a rough night here at the trail stop here in Massillon. Had a raccoon kind of stalk me all night, and he was pulling stuff out from underneath my tent. My tent has a vestibule on each side, and I put my bags and stuff in there. So, because I've got food in my bags, you know, if you're traveling, you got stuff. So, but I moved it all inside. And then this morning, he ripped a hole in my tent trying to get to it. So there were some dogs barking all night, on and off, and then there was some roosters this morning. You might be able to hear them in the background. Started about 5:30. So at this point, I'm gonna get up, go get some breakfast, and move along. So I'm really frustrated. This hole in the tent is right at the bottom. It's just right at the bottom there. And if it were to rain, I guess I could stake out this piece and pull it out, keep the rain off of it. Just never thought I'd have to worry about, you know, hanging my food in the middle of Ohio. But that stinking raccoon, man, he was up, he had me up all night. And obviously, I mean, he's after food, I get it. I had food in my tent. But the reason I had food in my tent is because I usually keep it under the vestibule out here. And he was dragging stuff out from under there. Even when I moved the food in the tent, he was dragging my shoes out. And he, you know, I guess I was up 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night fighting him off. I banged him on the head with a cell phone one time because he was so close to the tent I could reach through, could reach through the tent with the cell phone and smack him. Move on and get on with a good day, and see if we can't make it a little better. All right, we're off this morning, back on the trail. Gonna head down here just a mile, maybe a little less. See if we can grab some food. See if the does not look like it's open. The Blue Heron Deli is not open this morning, so we're just gonna keep on down the trail, I guess, and go ahead and cross the bridge into Massillon and grab something there. GPS is going to yell at me because I'm off the route, but I think we're probably just going to go grab a sandwich at Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Alright, so I had a bagel, egg cheese and sausage bagel, and hot chocolate, which was nice, got me warmed up. And then had a cinnamon roll as well, so should be good for food for quite some time. So today's route's about 63 miles, headed to Cambridge via New Philly. So there's a Towpath Trail that goes basically from Massillon into New Philly. So I'm going to ride that, and then from New Philly to Cambridge it'll be roads. So most of this I have not ridden, so this will be new for me. So this is my first time on the Towpath Trail. If it's all like this, I like it. I did look at my hill climb chart. I've got 4 more today. First one was the bridge, so not a big deal. But 4 more today. and they're all between 3 and 4%, just manageable. And they're anywhere from like half a mile to one's like almost a mile and a half. But the other big factor is they're all at the end of the day. They're all like, I think they start like mile 46 or something like that. There'll be one after another. It'll certainly be a challenge. Gonna keep on pedaling. All right, we're right at mile 9 today, headed into Navarre. Probably a park in Navarre, I'm guessing. It's like there's a boat ramp over there, like canoes and stuff. There's a little shelter. Wonder if you could wild camp here. Wonder how the raccoons are here. I like my odds here better than I did at the spot I was in Massillon, that's for sure. So I guess you could call Navarre and see what they, city of Navarre, maybe their Parks and Rec, and see what they say about wild camping there. If you can see the 2 whitetails up there or not, running down the trail. A couple of deer. Really the first wildlife I've seen other than the ducks that I recorded. Oh, and the raccoon. Yeah, I guess, you know, got up and close and personal with him. So this trail runs through this Fort Collins State Memorial Park, or something of that nature. Got about 6 or 7 more miles of this, and then probably be on road the rest of the day. So Lock 9, Lock 7, Lock 8, and Lock 9 had been easily within a half mile of each other. So if you want to check them out, it's an easy walk, but think back when they were building those things, that's a lot of work. Oh yeah, we're gonna walk the bicycle because there's not a lot of room here. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi there. You could have kept going. Thank you. Have a good day. We're almost to mile 25 today. This has been great, to tell you the truth. This little path is super nice. Lots of people out walking their dogs and walking with family. Of course, it's a beautiful day. It's like, I want to say mid-70s, maybe a little more than that, but it's not hot. Nice little breeze. So the day is perfect. So it brings a lot of people out. But for being a walking path along the creek, it's very bikeable with either a gravel bike or a mountain bike. Way better than fighting the hills of Tuscarawas County, that's for sure. But there'll be plenty of that. Alright, so this trail is supposed to continue up here to the right. But Google Maps tells me to go this way. And when's the last time that Google Maps let me down? Alright, so this is going to be a little different. Alright. Single track, but it appears wide enough that we can get through here pretty easily. A tree down situation. Alright. This trail definitely needs some cleanup work. Passable, but not enjoyable. I don't know who maintains this. Well, clearly nobody maintains it, but I don't know whose responsibility it is to maintain it. But it is a mess. I believe that is the Dover Dam. I do believe I'm going up that hill. So if I would have decided to stay on the road where that bridge was out, going the opposite direction, it would have brought me here on Route 800. Probably would have taken me about 15 minutes. Instead, I spent an hour path, which was a lot. Yeah, I might stop right here actually. This little Mexican place, little trailer. Got some tacos, that sounds pretty good. So my lunch today is 3 tacos. They look very good, very good. It's a little roadside stand here, just outside of Dover, or like actually in Dover. And I ordered a Pepsi as well, and it came in a glass bottle. I don't know when it's the last time I've had a Pepsi out of a glass bottle, but here we are. So it's probably gonna be pretty good. I've got a little bit of a headwind, side wind more, I guess, on this road. So I'm hoping as I go along, I get a little bit more, turned a little bit more, and it'll be a nice tailwind. So this feels like 110% right into a headwind. So I'm just past mile 42. Should have, I think, about 22 or 23 to go. So this road's a lot better as far as traffic goes. When I turned onto it, only had about half a bottle of water left. Wasn't too excited about trying to do another 20 miles in the winds, kind of drying me out. So I stopped and asked the homeowner. They were sitting out front. They were kind enough to fill my bottles for me. Chatted with them a little bit. I think I missed the, or I bet you I'm missing the trees changing by about a week, I bet. I've got about 20 miles to go, 3 more big climbs, and my legs are a mess. And I got 7% battery on my Wahoo, so I may need to fix that. Wish this wind was going the other direction. Probably already be there. So this climb's about 1.5 miles. Don't think I got it in my legs. I really don't. Thank you, downhills. Whew. Great view. I'm ready for the downhills. There's the next challenge. So my GPS says I'm about a little over halfway up this hill, but all the hard climbing is done.
I've gone to riding a little bit and walking a little bit, riding a little bit, walking a little bit. It's about all I can do at this point. So gotta have probably, I don't know, 13 miles left maybe. Just had a couple of big nice downhills. Hopefully I can run in this valley a little bit before I have to climb again. Got one more big climb today. We're a mile, almost mile 55. So should be under 10. Entering into Fresno. Next stop, Coshocton. So Google Maps says I got 9.6 miles to go. Trying to eat a little bit of stuff here and there, but boy, is it kicking my butt. Last climb of the day. Allegedly. My GPS wouldn't lie to me. Mile 58.5. Hopefully it's all downhill after this. Love for these last few miles to be all downhill. Let's see what happens. So just before mile 62, there's a KOA. And I don't know if I'd be able to get any food there. So I'd have to make my own food. I'm really not in the mood to do that. So there's supposed to be a city, I don't know, it's some sort of campground, but they're not open on the weekend as far as getting registered. And after last night, I realized I've gotten almost very little sleep, probably maybe 4 hours yesterday. I am gonna go get a hotel because I am spent. So I'm not excited about this road, but it sure is a nice wide berm. I'm only on it for up here to this turn, so I guess it ain't too bad. So I got about just under 2.5 miles left to the hotel in Coshocton. I think I'm going to stop and eat first because I am starving. So, a couple options. So Bob Evans sounds really, really good. My fear is if I go to the hotel first, take a shower, I'll lay down and I won't want to leave, and then that doesn't do me any good for tomorrow. So, I think food is first. This looks like a brand new bike path, which is way better than riding on that road like I thought I was going to have to do. Whew. All right, if you go on the bike path, it's the long way. You avoid all that traffic, and that is heavy traffic. And it will go across the river here. So I think from that point, you can head back south, hopefully on a bike path.
great evening after a long, hard day's ride. As I entered historic Roscoe Village, I stopped at a locally owned restaurant and was able to eat dinner on a patio and watch over my bike. While eating some great food, I had a conversation with a gentleman that was touring on a motorcycle. We talked about our rides, work, and our future plans for more rides. As I was leaving, I was offered a place to stay over the restaurant, which I happily accepted. The ride of 64 miles, full of headwinds and hills over the last 30, made for a very tiring day. It was all worth it when you get to the end and experience the kindness of strangers. You meet the nicest people when you're on a bike.